was born to be wild, but the cage was too small.
Hello and welcome to SoftWare Plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. So this will be a bit of an interesting adventure. I am going to play all the story arcs, even the ones that I don't like, all for your amusement and entertainment. So let's get into it. So we're going to go under single player, the campaign, and let's begin. Loading Yu-Gi-Oh! Histories. So the way that this game works is, first I'm going to explain Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a trading card game that originated in Japan in 1996 and has been translated and brought over all around the world, with America being one of the top contenders. I'll be explaining how each card works, how each kind of play works as we encounter them. But let's get into it. Okay, yeah, you guys can read these just fine. I'll just leave them up on screen for a little bit so you guys can look over it. Oh yeah, sometimes I forgot about this. Sometimes it'll show just a random card in the database and give advice on that one card, give us details and such. I don't usually approve of this because most of the modern artists are just stupid. That's not what I wanted to do. Pack space, right. So, any monster that's level 4 or lower, and the level is measured by the stars, you can play one for free once per turn. And I should probably wait until my turn to explain that. Okay, I'm going to let the computer sit here for a minute so I can talk about this. Monsters with 4 or lower stars, as I just tried to explain, they can be brought out once per turn for free, unless they have an effect that states otherwise. These yellow cards are called normal monsters. They never have effects, so they also have no summoning conditions, so you're going to go with that. These orange cards that my mouse is pointed at, those are effect monsters. They have abilities that kick in during the duel. These green ones are called spells. You put them out, they will give boosts to construction. They have a variety of effects. Some can boost your monsters, some can destroy your opponent's cards, etc., etc. These purplish pinkish cards right here, these are called traps. Spell cards you can usually play anytime during your turn, but only during your turn. You can't activate them during your opponent's turn. With trap cards, you have to lay them face down before you can use them, and you cannot use them on the turn you put them down, unless the card itself says you can. Though that is pretty rare. I don't want to execute Wario. Okay, I was explaining this next. So, the idea of how Yu-Gi-Oh! Works is, your goal is to get your opponent's life points down to 0. You start with 8,000 each at the beginning. So, to do that, there are two ways. You can either attack with your monsters, or use what's called effect damage, which we'll look into that when it comes up. When two monsters fight, what happens is based on the position the monster is in. So in Marcus, the dragon dwelling in the cave. Its defense points are 2,000. That was the position that it was in. Attack points don't matter while it's in defense mode. Not usually. There are cards that have that kind of effect that works differently, but we'll get to those later. Joey's Blazing Inpachi had 1850 attack points. Because its attack points were lower than my monster's defense points, it took it out of Joey's life points instead of mine, because my monster was stronger. Now, if my monster had been in defense mode and he attacked with the monster for higher attack points, it would have destroyed it, but unless his monster had an piercing damage ability, which we'll get into that later as well, I would have taken no damage. If it had been in attack mode, however, I would have taken damage, because usually it's attack versus an attack that determines battle damage normally. Defense mode doesn't really matter in terms of damage, unless it's the opponent attacking, and the monster they're trying to attack is stronger than it. Usually, a smart person will not have their monster attack a monster with higher defense points if they know they have higher defense points. That's the smart thing to do. So, yeah, let's get going. Oh yeah, I'm going to get into that as well. If a monster's attack points are higher than its target's defense points, the defense mode monster is destroyed, it just takes no damage. If the monster is an attack mode and has less attack points than the monster is being attacked by, it's destroyed, it usually takes damage. However, if both the monsters have the same amount of attack points, unless they both have 0 attack points, they destroy each other. I'm not quite sure why that's the case. To the 0 versus 0 attack thing. I mean, yeah, they're not stronger than each other. But still. Anyways. Yeah, I was about to talk about this. So, as I already said, these green spell cards, you can usually play them right away. More often than not, this will usually be a bad idea to do. Sometimes it's best to save your spells for when this gets a good time. Trap cards, again, you have to lay them down. You don't get to use them until the next turn, even if it's your opponent's turn. Unless, again, the card itself says otherwise, which is pretty rare. So go ahead and set those. You have to forgive me, it's been a really long time since I touched an actual Yu-Gi-Oh game. Yeah, took out his monster, he took no damage. And because he no longer has monsters to defend with, I can now attack him directly, as the game is now trying to say. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, you put a monster face down. And what is this? Oh, it was one of those. It was fairly consequential. So retroactively, this is what's called a quick play spell card. Quick play spell cards can be activated during the battle phase. They're the only kind of spell that can do this. However, they're also the only kind of spell card that you can activate on your opponent's turn. The catch to that is it has to be set face down in your field first. And unlike spell cards, other spell cards which you can activate even if on the turn you set them, quickly spells will not have that benefit. I'm gonna give it to you. So yeah, that's the basics of Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, the Fate Mega Cyber. That's a pretty good card. Okay, so in this game you can buy in-game card packs with what are called dual points. We got a few to start with right away. The Fate Mega Cyber has a pretty good effect. But yeah. Before we go any further though. Okay. Now you have to unlock that first. Okay, yeah. Makes a little more sense. So in deck edit, you can alter the deck as you see fit. Whatever you want. But yeah. Next time on Legacy of the Duelist, we'll enter the next major duel. See you guys then.